Hello, 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 hello. You're welcome to uh, today's episode. I welcome you here. Most professionals work hard, some earn well, most of them, very few are secure because income is not the same as infrastructure. Revenue without structure is unstable. Structure without revenue is theoretical. And when those two are not aligned, stress becomes normal. I'm Helen Orejobi, and on this channel, we talk about revenue architecture, how to build income systems that don't collapse under pressure. Today, we're starting with a foundational shift. Revenue is not hustle, revenue is infrastructure. Let's build. So, you see, most people are taught to work harder, get another client, sell more, grind more hours, but hustle creates income spikes. Infrastructure creates income stability. If you stop working for 30 days straight, does your income stop? If the answer to this is yes, you do not have infrastructure, you have effort based income. So Proverbs 24 and 3 says, right? Through wisdom, a house is built, and by understanding, it's established. A house is not built on emotion, it is built by design. Your income shouldn't function, any other way. It should function the same way, principles applied. So, now, what does infrastructure really mean? You might want to ask. So, infrastructure is predictability, is you being predictable about the outcome that you want to have, is repeatability, it is scalability. It means clients don't demand or don't depend on your daily efforts. That's what it means. It means they don't depend on your daily energy. Revenue doesn't depend on constant chasing. Growth doesn't require burnout. Example, instead of one high paying client, you build your core offer, you build your structured pricing, you clear positioning, have just one very, very distinct, clear positioning, follow up systems, and retention models. Now, revenue now becomes engineered, not just in anything, not anything that probably thinking of. Now, let me say something real quick. Let me say something real quick so that we can understand the ideology and where I'm going with this. By the way, if you want to grab a pen and paper, please go ahead and do that. You can also go ahead and pause this video so you can understand what it is that we're trying to do here, right? So you can understand what we're trying to do here. So scripture says in Luke 14:28, suppose one of you wants to build a tower. Won't you first sit down and estimate the cost? So if scripture, which is one of the foundations of almost everything you can do, all the principles are embedded in there. All the principles are taken from there. Principles of wealth are taken from there. What it simply means is before building wealth, you build structure. Most professionals try to scale income without first designing the system. Wrong move. That's why income feels inconsistent. Now, why does this even matter? You might want to ask, Helen. Why does this really matter? When income lacks structure, right? Guess what? You feel pressure. You feel slow seasons. You hesitate to invest, even when you know that this could mean a better future for yourself. Delayed gratification for today so that you can enjoy tomorrow, but you hesitate to even make that investment. You underprice yourself. because deep down, you know everything depends on the next transaction. That is exposure. So Genesis 41, Joseph stored grains during abundance, during those years of abundance, right? That is infrastructure thinking. He didn't pray away the famine. He didn't pray away the famine. There's a wonderful pastor that says to know that you are blessed is when in farming season you still have a lot to eat or feed or to take care of your family and to keep flourishing. That's when you know you're a blessed man. Guess what Joseph did? He did something very tangible. He prepared for it. If your income cannot survive a slow month, you are operating without structure. That is not a skill problem. That is a design problem. So yeah, we're gonna draw the curtain here. This is what I want to really ask you, my friends. I want to really ask you today, right, to go back and look at what you're doing, look at the previous month, look at the previous year, dissect your business. Here's the shift I want you to make. Stop asking, how can I earn more? Start asking questions like, how can I structure what I already earn? Right? This channel is about turning skills into system, revenue into infrastructure, your effort into architecture. In the next episode, we'll talk about the linear income trap and why depending on one paycheck, why depending on one paycheck keeps professionals anxious. Why depending on one paycheck, what it does to you as a professional, right? The next episode, we're going to discuss that so that you can know that there's a reason why depending on one paycheck will make you anxious and make you always standing on your toes. If this challenge, you're thinking, this is really moving me from where I used to be to a different level. If this challenge you in any way, if this challenge your thinking, if it challenge your worldview, guess what? Comment structure in the comment section. For those of you on YouTube, go ahead and comment, structure, and let me know more areas you want us to, reach out to you. And if you're ready to build income that does not collapse when you rest, subscribe to my channel. Your gifts deserve more hustle. I'll see you at the next episode. Do have a wonderful day, and bye bye.